it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going air, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they be like, ooh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped down stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped down stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah,
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second and 5.
Out of the gun, Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
In motion right is Davis.
Goff on 1st down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now 2nd and 3. Gibbs straight ahead.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
31 yards.
And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A first carry here for Kaneng Nwangu.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And now an audible here into something else. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are back within a score. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 86 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Andrew Booth getting sent in on the corner blitz and getting home.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I feel like my man, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Able to slither by. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
You certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point up and through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's airing it out for Williams. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second and 11. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now a hit and a
Looks like one of the DBs has it. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
2nd and 14. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now gone. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to... Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Goff now looking to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Third and long. It's Goff, eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Give left side here for Nwangu. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
He's got his tight end over. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. 3rd and 19. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
38-yard line.
Looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Back to throw again. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
A gain of 11 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
22-yard line.
Back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Detroit, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.